Welcome back for today's college basketball pick video play for January 19, 2019. As always, you can check out all of our college basketball picks, including our daily free play over at our main website, stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Heading into this one, talking about this hyped ACC matchup between the Virginia Cavaliers and the Duke Blue Devils, and we're going to give our lean on where we see the better value against the spread. The road team, Virginia, coming in as slight dogs, getting 2.5 points. In Virginia, they have to feel a little bit slighted from the pollsters and probably just from the national narrative overall, given the fact that they have been tremendously dominant this year, 16-0, but they still find themselves just fourth in the rankings compared to Duke, who's actually lost in 2 games, who is still ranked number 1. But we'll see how that all shapes out after this matchup. If Virginia goes on and wins this one on the road, then they'd have a pretty strong case to maybe jump up to that number 1 ranking. And the Cavaliers still remain the only undefeated team within ACC action with that 4-0 mark. Their victories coming in solid fashion over Virginia Tech. They absolutely demolished the Hokies last week at home. They beat Clemson on the road by 20 points. They blew out Boston College on the road 83-56. They also beat Florida State at home by double digits. It's just been a really convincing stretch of games from the Cavaliers over the past month of action. And they get the job done on both sides of the ball, but particularly defensively. They're giving up less than 52 points per game on average, while putting up themselves nearly 75 points. They have a positive plus-minus of right around positive 23 points, which is even more impressive when you consider the fact that it's lower scoring games for the Cavaliers in comparison to Duke, who has a very comparable plus-minus, but in a lot higher scoring matchups. Now, the Duke Blue Devils, 14-2 overall, trying to bounce back from that 91-95 defeat in their last outing at home against Syracuse. And this is not the easiest opponent to try to bounce back with. Duke in a situation where they're probably going to be losing their number 1 overall ranking. Perhaps if they go on and win this one, they'll be able to keep it. But still, at the end of the day, a team that's had a lot of success, 14-2 overall, 3-1 within the ACC. And the Blue Devils, like I said, they play a different brand of basketball in comparison to Virginia. They average over 90 points per game while giving up around 67. So again, about a positive 23-point differential, which is really good stuff there from the Blue Devils. And it can be hard to dictate pace of play when going against a team that grinds things out in the half court like Virginia does in such a methodical fashion. We'll see if Duke is able to do that here today. Not going to be easy. We see this as being a very competitive matchup, and just given how Virginia is kind of flying under the radar just a little bit given the spotlight that Duke has taken in the ACC, we feel like this team is going to have a chip on their shoulder out to prove themselves, and the fact that they play such a different style of basketball than most teams and just grinding things to a halt almost, we feel like that could be a tough matchup here for Duke. So with that being the case, we feel like Virginia, the road team, getting those 2.5 points is going to be the better value bet. If you agree, give the video some thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our college basketball plays for today over at stumpthespread.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys back here for our next video.